This is WTMJ TV channel 4 Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's 6 o'clock.
What do you think you like beer?
And it is time now for News 4, the Weekend Report. Saturday, March 10th, 1984 at 6 p.m. with Mike Kusha and Peter Wiggins. Hey now, Mike Kusha. Good evening, everybody. On this March 10th, 1984 at 6 p.m. Here's what's happening on News 4, the Weekend Report. In El Contra, California, we have been lost in this desert for 2 weeks with no food and no water, said the note found in the pickup truck. Nearly an elderly couple nearby were found dead, apparently of starvation and exposure just 8 miles from the nearest house. Thomas Wesley Webb, 71, and his wife Elaine, 65, did everything survival experts recommend. What their camper became mirrored in sand on a remote stretch of desert, and in January they stayed with their truck, burned tires, used the mirror to try to retract past an aircraft, dug out a barrel cactus to get water, but the help never arrived, and it wasn't until Tuesday that a United States Border Patrol plane conducting an unrelated search spotted the truck in a barren region of desert mines and military bombing ranges about 70 miles south and north of the Mexican border. The truck was bogged at 10 miles from the highway. Then the couple apparently decided that they could not make the walk. The nearest home was 8 miles away. Their disappearance apparently was unknown to their destination remains unknown, but along with the 2 bodies recovered Wednesday, authorities found 2 desperate squad notes. Laboratory tests showed that Iranian soldiers in war with Iraq had been exposed to mustard gas and yellow rain. A doctor treated and wounded Iranians flown to Vienna said Saturday. Tests by the Toxicology Institute in Ghent, Belgium, revealed with certain proof that the presence of mycotoxin or yellow rain and mustard gas, said the Viennese doctor Herbert Mandel. Chemical weapons are based on warfare on the 1925 Geneva Protocol. Iraq has been repeatedly denied using them. Mendy said that the toxins were identified in specimens of urine, feces, and blood taken from 2 of the 10 wounded soldiers under treatment. 5 others were flown to Stockholm, Sweden for treatment of what Iran was said to be chemical warfare wounds. 4 of the total had died, 1 Saturday in Sweden. 4 of these being treated in Vienna were listed in critical condition. Mendy said in a radio interview that no antidote for the toxins were known. We have treated so far accordingly to the symptoms, and we have to continue to do so.
I'm also an ocean lifeguard and an open water swimmer.
In Port Canaveral, Florida, firefighters ordered the equipment flown in from the 3 Coast Guard stations in Florida and South Carolina Saturday to help put out the fire aboard a gambling cruise ship that injured at least 15 people. Early Saturday morning, the fire was still out of control and spreading on the ship that returned to the port here Friday night and evacuated its passengers and crew, said Patty Officer Coast Guard Joe Gibson. The blaze on the 506-foot Scandinavian Sea carrying 946 people on a gambling cruise had spread throughout 3 decks, sailing, and some passengers scurrying for life jackets and fleeing to the upper deck, said Coast Guard spokesman Peter Davis. Passengers paid $59 apiece for the excursion bill as a cruise to nowhere. The ship leaves port daily 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, sails about 20 miles out at sea, so passengers can gamble legally, and returns by 10 p.m. on this trip. The ship was carrying 744 passengers and a crew of 202. Many passengers were gambling in the ship and
we've been on 15 cruises. Our last one
also having dinner in the ship casino about 7:30 p.m. when word out of the fire went out from the public address and answer system. That dang fat out with the bill, said Tom Lynn of Fort Pierce, Florida, who was just hit a $50 jackpot on a slot machine. Trail and plume of smoke, the ship docked back at Port Canaveral. About 90 minutes later, passengers were quickly taken to the terminal. A ship's radio operator said the fire started in the forward cabin and might have been caused by an electrical short. The extent of damage had not been determined, but the Cape Canaveral Fire Department spokesman said most of the damage appeared to be from smoke. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, Posse retired its leader, James Page Richardson of Tuckerton, Wisconsin, remained in the Tulsa County Jail Saturday after police arrested him on a warning alleging that he had fled his home saying and a fugitive from justice. Here, there was no problem when the vehicle in which Wickstrom was riding was stopped, and he was apprehended, said Tulsa County Sheriff Sergeant Roger Waldrop. He's a very friendly type. 2 other men ran in the same camper vehicle were not arrested. Waldrop said no weapons were found in the possession of Wickstrom, who was ordered and held in the law $100,000 in bond and was expected to make a court appearance in Tulsa on Saturday or Monday. Sheriff James Duffy of Shawano County in Wisconsin said he would not seek extradition of Wickstrom. He said he did not expect Wickstrom to fight it. Frank A. Myers, administrator of the Wisconsin Justice Department's Division of Criminal Investigation, said the state, after receiving information that Wickstrom was in Tulsa, obtained an arrest warrant Friday from Circuit Judge Earl W. Schmidt of Shawano. Myers said an internal revenue service agent then recognized Wickstrom from photos of him in an Irish training film on the Post. Wickstrom had been freely on bond while appealing a conviction for falsely assuming to act as a public official. Conditions of bond prohibited Wickstrom from leaving Wisconsin without obtaining permission from the Circuit Court. Wisconsin Appeals Court upheld Wickstrom conviction Tuesday. The conviction stemmed from Wickstrom's acting as an official that a so-called constitution touch-up of Tuckerton Dells. The Post, the right-wing group. Bear. Angela Mills' conversation flows. This sprightly woman is contemplating from her pending eviction from a room at the Hotel Sydney. But first things first, her guest must be Christmas Berry, Miller's ever-smiling companion, dressed in a green net with a cap and red sweaters and socks. Christmas Berry as a doll. We cook together. Miller said, we go shopping, she gets to ride in my doll cart. For 8 years, Miller and the doll with a frozen smile had lived in an apartment on the third floor on the Hotel Sydney on 770 North Marshall Street. We like it there. This is the first time she has seen a man in an apartment, she said, not a photographer. Michael J. Kennedy, who acquired the Hotel City last August, has briefly cited costly building repairs, including an inoperable elevator, as a reason for the shutting down the building. The building's 81 tenants were to have left by the end of February. Most have been about 20 remain. According to property manager Carolyn Lax, Spider Fields Miller and her doll must move someday, but the question now is when. On Friday, Commissioner Thomas Cooper agreed to dismiss Kennedy's request. All the prior eviction notices salvo. Kennedy promptly refilled in the notices like the reprieve will buy the rebated residents sometime to relocate. Our preliminary hearing on the eviction will be held before Cooper March 12th. If the eviction notice is upheld, tenants refuse to move on an unable to move will be moved to remove by the sheriff's department. Here.
Two eyes.
Boston, Massachusetts. Organized labor leaders here panic over the prospect that the candidate they endorsed for president, former Vice President Walter F. Mondale, will be defeated in the next Tuesday's primary in the first contest of this year. In the popular less industrial state with the large number of union members. Almost since the AFL-CIO awarded Mondale his first ever primary endorsement of the presidential candidate in October, a Mondale victory was here taken for granted according to sources in the campaign and in the labor movement. In the Boston Globe poll taken January 16th, Mondale was leading Senator John Glenn 43% to 19%, while Senator Gary Hart was supported only 3% of these questions. But Mondale apparently literally led save to the victory, showed he was upset by Hart and New Hampshire on February 28th. A poll released by the Globe Friday showed Hart leading Mondale 46% to 27%. More ever, the poll showed Hart leading Mondale among the state's union members by 43% to 29%. Mary Sager, the AFL-CIO's director of information, called the situation in Massachusetts a minor disaster. Labor leaders here fear a Mondale loss will damage labor's credibility as a political force because both the 14 million member AFL-CIO and the 240,000 member Massachusetts AFL-CIO endorsed Mondale earlier are viewed as winning promoters in his campaign in the state. Perhaps more ominous for the Mondale campaign nationwide, however, is that what has happened in Massachusetts illustrates the difficulties that the AFL-CIO is encountering as it moves into presidential primaries politics for the first time. A number of labor activists here acknowledge. When the Labor Federation endorsed Mondale last fall, Lane Kirkland, the AFL-CIO's president, said it is unfed labor action in the primary would give the nation's workers a greater voice in the country's political process, but that would be Mondale would be well deserved of the endorsement because of long and close ties to labor. Joe Buckley, an organizer for the Service Employees Union here, said he thinks that the endorsement decision was a good one because, however, he said that the new experiment is pointed up to some of the weaknesses. Here. Sheriff Richard Artisan confirmed Saturday that 3 female inmates who were jailed at the House of Correction in Franklin would be given the direct lie detector test to corroborate the changes that some employees there have offered favors for sex. Artisan said that he was unsure exactly when the women would have the test. The inmates told the Journal interview that they would be taking the test next week. One inmate said, however, that she was scheduled to be tested Saturday. The 3 women and 2 of them serving sentence for prostitution charged an interview with the Journal and some employees at the House of Correction, persuading them to have cigarettes with employees in exchange for drugs, cigarettes, food, and money. The 3 women were transferred from the House of Corrections in the Washington County Jail in West Bend a week ago when the investigation and the allegations began. A 4th female inmate was transferred to to the Washington County Jail. The Sheriff's Department and the District Attorney's Office are contacted and abandoned.
For a free rate quote, visit Geico.com or call 1.
Okay, around the town, around Milwaukee, the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Department must thoroughly investigate the shocking allegations that employees of the House of Correction persuaded family male inmates to exchange sexual favors for money, drugs, and cigarettes and food. Because the charges are unproved, there must be no rush to judgment, however, that the rights of the inmates and the integrity of the House of Correction and its employees demand nothing less than intensive people and an intensive probe. Court is reserved to hear and compare with the views of City Attorney James Brennan and his challenge in an unpopular third election as Assistant City Attorney Grant Langley. Regrettably, Brennan declines to take part in the forum, although he and the supporters insist that they favor open exchange between the political candidates vying for the same political office. A Brennan campaign official says that the proposed exchange poses an ethical conflict cited in the State Supreme Court rule on the preservation of covenants and secrets of the client. The official said the forum could be legal and restrictive questions that would be invariable set for the state for Brennan's revealing the covenants and secrets of the city. In relationship with his attorney, according to the campaign official, Brennan would be forced to tell too much of the city's good to the little of his own. The argument is unpersuasive. To put it politely, Brennan should debate. Money, as it says, they talk, sings, and dances and acts, so it's encouraging that the United Performing Arts Fund has been reached the halfway mark in its 1984 fund drive. UPA needs $3 billion in its year's campaign, both of them in gifts and $1 total are ahead of the comparable point. Bless you. Applause, applause. Okay. Peter will have the weather after this commercial break, which is chilly in town.
2 L. There you go. $1,400, ladies. 3 I's.
You'll get organs from Yamaha from $1,995 with bench delivery lessons at Net Now since 885. Daily 10 to 9, Saturday 10 to 6, Sunday 1 to 5 at 88th and North Street, Milwaukee at 476-9985. Okay, now know the weather now. Here now, Peter Wiggins. Okay, thank you, Mike. Right now, current conditions at Mitchell Airport in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at 6 o'clock. We have a temperature of 25 degrees with a wind chill about 11 degrees and a dew point about 15 degrees. Humidity 66%, barometer 20 by 92 inches. Visibility 10 miles, wind speed west-west, southwest about 20 and it's light snow. Okay, let's take a look at our regional temperatures here. It's 26 out of Timberman, 24 in Madison, 25 in Green Bay, 19 out in Appleton, 20 in Wausau. It's 17 out of Randland, 15 out of Duluth, Minnesota, 25 St. Cloud, Minnesota, 20 in Minneapolis, 22 in Rochester, 21 in Eau Claire, 23 in the La Crosse, 25 in Dubuque, 24 in Madison City, 20 in Waterloo, 31 in Cedar Rapids, 34 in Des Moines, Iowa, 20 in Davenport, Iowa, 24 in Rockford, and 27 in Chicago. Where?
Apply for the Sony card.
Okay, let us take a look at our national map situation here. Record-setting cold hit the northeast and Midwest today for the second straight day while a band of snow showers spread from
Orders inspected by the USDA, but Purdue asked them to go further. They verified that all our chickens are
southern
in a clean, safe environment and fed on
Michigan
no other chicken
to northern Arkansas.
and better chicken.
The early morning 7 below zero was broken
Shortcut to success.
in Waterloo.
And with available trail-rated 4x4 capability and available Uconnect Media Center.
Waterloo, Iowa at 7 below zero. And it was -4 this morning in Lincoln, Nebraska.
In any weather.
And other records were set in Buffalo, New York, and Cleveland, each at 7 above.
A month for well-qualified lessees.
They say you are what you eat.
Rochester at 5 above.
What you eat eats. So we feed our chickens
And Wilmington, Delaware at 8 degrees.
byproducts, hormones, or steroids.
Winter storm warnings were posted for Minnesota and the Dakotas with winds up to 40 miles per hour possible. And rain expected across the Pacific Northwest with high winds across the northern plains and upper Mississippi Valley. So, Milwaukee forecast. Tonight, mostly clear and cold skies. Winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Low about 11 degrees. Tomorrow, same continued cold. Winds 8 to 15, high about 18 degrees. Here, sunset 5:53 p.m., which is about 21 minutes ago. And moonset 11:02 p.m. Full moon, March 17th. Last quarter moon, March 24th. New moon, April 1st. And first quarter moon, March 10th. And
Coming up because we have a tied match.
degrees at 6 a.m. this morning, so it was frigid in Milwaukee, and it'll be more of the same tonight and more the same tomorrow. That's going to be it for us weather. And now,
Oh boy. Let's see. Is there a team? There's one. It's worth $1,000. Well, you know the drill. You can just take a
sports, now into the sports here.
for every concert.
Let's take a look at the Wisconsin WIAA boys sectional in the Saturday's final in Class A. Babu defeating Middleton at 62-53. Janesville Craig 59. Fort Atkinson 47. Elton and East 51. Green Bay East 49. Milwaukee King over Port Washington 64-45. Milwaukee North 52. Brookfield East 51. Eau Claire Memorial 64. Stevens Point 51. Racine Harlech 73. Milwaukee South 56. Sheboygan North 50. North 46. In Class B, Wilmot 69, Sherwood 60, Valdez 51, Hortonville 40, Monona Grove 63, West Bay 53, and Park Falls 60, Black River Falls 39. Class C, Fall Creek 62, Weston 48, Washburn 69, Glenwood 56, Marathon 63, Wasaki 50, and was Oakfield 71, Deerfield 48. Girls State Champions, Class A Champion West Bend East, and Class B Champion Platteville, and Class C Champion Johnson Creek. In Champaign, Illinois, you could tell which team was heading for the throne and which one is sliding toward the cellar in the last 30 seconds of the first half here Saturday. Wisconsin worked the clock down to 6 seconds, and Corey Blackwell drilled an 8-foot baseline jumper. Then Quinn Richardson of Illinois tossed up a desperate shot from the center line and then swished. That was the kind of game was as Illinois mastered the Badgers at 81-57 before 16,116 rowdy fans in Assembly Hall. The victory sewed up no worse than a share of the Big Ten Conference Championship for Illinois. Purdue can get a piece of that title with a victory at Minnesota tomorrow. A Gopher victory will put the Illini on top alone. Wisconsin couldn't match 6'9" Ephraim Winters and 6'8" George Montgomery, nor the 6'3" Bruce Douglas in backcourt. As a result, the Illini rolled the Badgers down after a fairly competitive first half. We have a lot of respect for Wisconsin. Illinois coach Lou Henson said they showed it in the first half. We knew they come out and play. We played in overtime up in Madison. We fought that we never won in the way they played in the first half. Blackwell's basket at the 6-second mark cut the Illinois lead to 34-28. But Richardson's rocket shot puts the margin back to 8, and Illinois never looked back as Wisconsin had a tough time trying to get back into the game, but it was Illinois dominated Wisconsin 81-57.
Those things stunning turquoise water.
Other basketball scores was DePaul 64, Marquette 45, Duke shocking North Carolina 77-75, Georgetown over Syracuse 82-71, Kentucky nipping Auburn 51-49, Houston 53, Rice 50, Kansas 89, Oklahoma 78, and was UTEP 44, New Mexico 38, and then was Indiana 53, or Ohio State 49, and Northwestern Michigan will get underway tonight down in Chicago. In Milwaukee, in Mesa, Arizona, Leon Durham slammed 2 homers to lead the Chicago Cubs to a 5-3 exhibition victory over the Milwaukee Brewers on Saturday. The win was the Cubs' first of the Cactus League season after 3 losses, while the Brewers are 2-4. Milwaukee took a 2-1 lead in the 4th inning on a run-scoring triple by Ray Howell and an RBI single by Mark Berhard, but Chicago regained the lead in the bottom inning. Milwaukee tied the score 3-2 in the 8th when Randy Reddy singled and eventually sacrificed on a sacrifice fly by Berhard. The Cubs broke the tie in the 8th on Durham's second homer, and Tom Tillman took the loss.
Graduation. Thank you guys for giving me a chance.
Other scores in the exhibition baseball: Cincinnati nipping Philadelphia 3-2. It was Houston over Los Angeles 7-1. Atlanta over Montreal 3-2. New York Mets edged out St. Louis 2-0. Pittsburgh topped with the Chicago White Sox 14-4. Boston Red Sox 9. Toronto Blue Jays 3. Detroit 6. Minnesota 3. Texas 5. Kansas City 4. San Diego 6. California 5. San Francisco 7. Cleveland 4. Seattle 7. Oakland 3. And Baltimore 6. New York Yankees nothing. Next up for the Milwaukee Brewers, they will go at it with the Cubs again tomorrow at 2 p.m.
And Hyundai is America's best.
And College, Pearl River College, Mississippi 7, UW Stat 2, Pearl River College 10, UW Stat 6 on UW Stat 13, Port River College 1. In golf and indoor Eastern Open of Miami, Florida, it was George Archer and Bruce Litsky tied for the lead at 205 here. In women, the LPGA 7th Turquoise Classic in Phoenix, Arizona, Chris Johnson, your leader. So far through 3 rounds here. In Tokyo International Track and Field meet at Saturday's results, all distance meter 60-meter dash. Ron Von USA, your winner time is 6.64 seconds, 6 euros. Greg Foster, United States, winner time is 7.73 seconds. In the 6-minute run, Mark Rao, US, 48.41 seconds, 50-meter run. David Burnett, US, winner with time of 3 minutes, 48.59 seconds, 500-meter. 1 James Watson, US, 1 minute, 55.01 seconds. 3,000-meter walk, Yashio Ono, Japan, your winner with time of 12 minutes, 31 seconds. 1,000 meters, United States, winner with time of 3 minutes, 23.40 seconds. And the long jump, Lu Hang, China, 26 feet and 0 inches, your winner. Shot put, Mike Wicks, United States, time of 58 feet and 2.5 inches. Pole vault, Philippe Houston of France, time of 17 feet and 8.5 inches. Super jump, Bela Barski of Hungary, 54 feet and 11.18 inches. And high jump, Zhu Zhengwu of China, 7 feet and 5 inches. Women's 60-meter dash, Alice Brown, United States, 7.18 seconds, 6 hurdles. 70, high tower, United States, time of 8.39 seconds. 400, Alice Jackson, US time of 55.60 seconds. 800 meters, Sandra Gregg of US time of 2 minutes and 14.78 seconds. 3,000 meters, Jen Merrill of US time of 9 minutes, 18.0 seconds. And 5,000 meters, 1 United States, with time of 3 minutes, 51.38 seconds. And long jump, Chucky Joyner, US time of 21 feet and 5.18 inches. Shot put, Nelly Calarago of US time of 52 and 2 inches. High jump, Zana Poyana, China, 6 feet and 2.38 inches. In Pro Bowling and in the King Louis Open Air, in the title game, it was Gary Skidmore defeating Mark Ralph, 242 to 188. There.
H.
In skiing, professional skiing at the Michelob Black Cup Salome at Durango, Colorado, Tori Fallon, your winner from Norway here. And World Cup Women's at Salome at Waterbury, New Hampshire. Saturday's results, Tamara McKinney of Squaw Valley, California, winner time of 1 minute 37.28 seconds there. In 10th professional men's Belgian Open of singles, Evan Lundell, Czechoslovakia defeated Thomas Smith of Czechoslovakia 6-1, 6-2. John McEnroe, US defeated Thomas Hassett of 6-3, 6-1. In doubles was Tom and Tim Gultz, United States beat Hans Gunhart of Switzerland and Ballas Tanzaf of Hungary 7-6, 7-1, 6-3. Boca Grove Grandmasters of Boca Raton, Florida, semi-final singles. It was Ken Roswell, Australia defeated Fred Stahl, United States 6-2, 6-2. Rod Laver, Austria defeated Mal Anderson, US 6-3, 6-4. Doubles, Laver, Roswell beat Raman Krishaninya and Gene Scott, United States 7-6, 4-6-4. Doubly, Roy Emerson, Austria defeat Anderson, Neil and Frazier, Austria 6-4, 1-6, and 6-4.
Turned out okay. The secret to winning on wheel is to hit about 12 bankrupts and then you end up with 8.
West Lafayette, Indiana. Janet Huff scored 21 points to lead the University of Wisconsin women to a 75-65 victory over Purdue in the Big Ten basketball final of both teams. The Badgers finished at 18-10 overall and 13-5 for the conference and good for second place behind Ohio State. The Boilermakers 5-23 won only one of the 8 conference games. Syracuse, New York. Wisconsin Cafe Brents captured her second national title in indoor distance running and set a National Collegiate Athletic Association record with a 3,000-meter time of 9 minutes, 4.81 seconds on Saturday in the NCAA Women's Track and Field Championships at the Carrier Dome. Brent had the first major NCAA individual championship since steeplechaser Brittany Jackson in 1980 upset defending champion Patty Sue Plummer at Stanford and overwhelmed Friday's qualifying leader Missouri Sabina Dorhofer in a beat a state decisive record of 9 minutes 26.5 seconds by Julie Brown of Cal State Northwich. Brenta, junior from Slinger, will next win in the International Amateur Athletic Federation World Cross Country Championship March 25th. The medal lands in East River, New Jersey. Brenta also won the Athletic Congress in the National 2-mile at 9 minutes 49.39 seconds, but set Big Ten conference records in both the mile 4:38.31 and 2-mile 9:52.77. This first NCAA title has bested her own UW school record by more than 12 seconds. She was just fantastic. UW coach Peter Tegenson of Brenta, she planned a long slow kick with 800 meters left and winning 4:55 for 6 energy, went in perfectly to Chuck Plummer. Sophomore Kenny Shemal also ran under previous NCAA and school records placed 5th at 9 minutes 13.69 seconds, which qualified for the Olympic trials. Wisconsin long jumper Dorothea Brown, 19 feet and 4 3/4 inches, and shot put a cat in an inch of 48 inches, and 6 and 7 places respectively. Niche West speed of 16 feet and 10 and 1/4 inches, qualified fighter at a 49.7 toss. UW's Al Tunin in the distance medley relay of Rain Roby, Joe Capiam, and Don Volke and Tim Hacker accounted for 10 points in the men's competition. To play 6 in a triple jump with a leap of 51 feet of 11 and 3/4 inches after jumping in 52 and 9 and qualifying. The relay quartet won 9 minutes 40.37 seconds, best clock in UW indoor history, to trail only Eastern Michigan's 9 minutes 40.4 seconds.
Excellence in primary care.
Seckers. Long jump produced one of the biggest shockers that she soared to a 21 feet and 10 and 1/4 inches, and Anna Lewis' previous American record holder at 21 feet and 9 and 3/4 inches, her first indoor setback in 2 years.
Lady Health.
East Bradford, New Jersey, Mark Smith became Wisconsin State Individual National Collegiate Athletic Association Wrestling Champion, was foiled Saturday by ours Jim Zelski. Zelski registered 90th consecutive victory in defeating Schmidt 9-5 in the 158-pound finals of the NCAA Division I Wrestling Championships. Zelski collected his first title in the Iowa Cabal at 123 and 3/4 points to claim its 7th straight team championship. Oklahoma State finished second with a 98 points, followed by Penn State 78.5, Nebraska 61, and Oklahoma with 51.5. Rangers faced 6. 4 of Wisconsin wrestlers earned All-American honors. John Carroll at 142-pound and finished third, 5 places out than he placed in last year's meet. And Jim John 134, and Woody Gibson 167, and Dennis Slimex 166, and each finished 6. Everyone but Schmidt West will try Saturday. Joe beat Luke Scove of Oklahoma State 6-5, and Joe Gibbons of Iowa State 92. Jonah lost to second-seeded Clint Burke of Oklahoma 4-3, and top-seeded Claire Anderson of Oklahoma State at 4-1. Atom lost to Sylvester Carter of Fresno State at 4-2, and John Jellick of Pittsburgh at 4-2, and Limix defeated Tavalta Trice to Jen Shade of Oklahoma after 1 second, and then to Baltimore and Penn State at the 4-minute mark. DWCN, you had the battling engineer 3 champions finish the season undefeated. Zelski 41-0, Mike Sheets at 37-0 of Oklahoma State, and Kevin Elkins at 46-01 of Iowa State. In Cosburg, England, former University of Wisconsin distance winner Steve Lacey finished 4th in the mile run at Saturday's international track and field meet between England and the United States. Lacey covered the distance in 4 minutes 7.70 seconds, and England's Chris McGeorge won the event in 4 minutes 71 seconds. There.
3 more consonants, 1 more vowel.
Overall, England took 7 events to edge the United States 6-8, 6-7 in team scoring. Americans Harvey Glantz and Tony Campbell each earned victories. Glantz won at 60-meter dash in 6.87 seconds, while Campbell took the 60-meter hurdles in 7.58. And that is going to be it for the News 4 Weekend Report on this March 10th, 1984 on a Saturday. I'm Mike Gushon, Snipe and me have a good evening, and coming next on Channel 4 will be Fight Back with David Hoyt. We'll be back for News 4, the 10 o'clock report at 10 o'clock. Have a good evening. We'll see you at 10. Have a good evening.
No idea.
I did 12 and a half minutes.
Oh.